Has society ever made you feel like your body wasn't good enough? Well, before I came to school, I have never met so many people who were uncomfortable with their bodies. A girl I know, Tiffany, brought it to my attention, however. Tiffany discussed with me how she hated her body and wished she looked like me and my other friends. She wanted to look like the girl she saw online and on social media. She was essentially uncomfortable with herself. According to BBC News, 60% of the public reported feeling ashamed of how they looked. In light of this, there are incredible increase in reported incidents where people feel as if their bodies aren't good enough because society and social media has put on expectations of what body image is, and we must stop projecting what a person's body should and should not look like. So today I'm going to inform you on how body image in society and social media has affected this, who it's affecting, and why this is even important. First, let's look at how much of a problem body image has become within society. Representation of certain body types tells us what is and what's not acceptable. Example, slim thick, wide hips. Wide hips and small waist. That's what you see in media and photos on Instagram and Twitter and all of that. That's what society makes women feel like they should look like, but in reality, that's not always the case. And since everyone has access to TV, internet, and cell phones, it's easier to get a hold of these types of media and make people feel as if they're not good enough. According to MACMH, of the American elementary school girls who read magazines, 69% said pictures influenced the perception of their ideal body, and 47% said pictures made them want to lose weight. MACMH also said that the average American woman was 5'4" and 141 pounds, while the average model was 5'11" and 110 pounds. This says a lot about what society expects a woman to look like. Also, according to nationaleatingdisorders.org, on a typical day, 8 to 18-year-olds are on some form of media for about 7 to 5 hours. Always seeing other people's bodies and being pressed for how they look can make a person feel as if they're unattractive. Second, after we talked about the big problem, let's take a look at who this impacts. In general, it affects everyone, especially those who have social media accounts, which is almost everyone. According to Statistica.com, 78% of Americans had a social media profile, and social media users around the world is at 1.696 million. That's a lot of people. But let me dim it down. Mainly young adult girls are affected the most. 90% of girls would want to change something about themselves, said Statistica.com. Females are also pressured to look a certain way, weigh a certain amount, have a certain body type, and this affects how comfortable they are with themselves, essentially. They also said 80% of women don't like how they look, 39% of men don't like how they look, 70% of normal weighted women want to be thinner and feel as if other people look better than they do. This makes women feel as if they are not living up to society's standards. So, in light of all the information we have just discussed, it leads me to my last point, which is how this affects society. This can lead to depression, eating disorders, and body dissatisfaction, which is the unhappiness with one's body. Numerous studies have found media is linked to body dissatisfaction, eating disorders, and depression. This constant reminder of what you don't look like can take a toll on you and can alter your body image and confidence. In conclusion, no one, especially at such a large percentage in America, should not be uncomfortable with their body. Now that we have addressed the problem and what role the media plays in it, we must use social media and society itself to change what they created in the first place.